Hello, family and friends. Thank you so much for joining Just Tanya Renee. Hey, if you have not yet subscribed to my channel, what are you waiting on? Go ahead and click that subscribe button right now. I upload new videos every Sunday. Today's topic: do not be dismayed. Do not be dismayed. We're not going to be discouraged. And I'm going to be honest with you. It's been real tough to not get there during this 2020 year. I mean, I think the most used hashtag is hashtag 2020 sucks. And you know what? I feel that way. It seems like everything that could go wrong is going wrong. The crap has hit the fan. So much divisiveness. You turn on the news, got all these great people passing, police shootings. It just seems like there's just so much. And when I heard of Chadwick Boseman's passing, it hit differently. I'm just going to be honest. It hit differently. It hit hard. And, I thought about the positive impact that this man had, such a great impact on the world. I mean, his role as Jackie Robinson and definitely his role as the Black Panther. He was our superhero. That movie touched so many generations. It had such a positive impact on so many people. It brought about such great pride. I mean, I could go on and on about the positive impact that this movie had. And so when I heard of his passing, it hit differently because it was compounded on top of everything else that has happened this year. So I thought about this superhero that we had lost. But then, as I started to kind of listen to how he passed, and we heard that he was diagnosed with stage 3 colon cancer in 2016, 2 years before the Black Panther movie even hit the screens. I mean, think about that. He was given the diagnosis of stage 3 colon cancer, but he chose to fight. He chose to continue to push forward. That shows me and that tells me that not only was he a superhero on screen, he was a superhero off screen. And he teaches us something here, that he chose to press forward and live out the purpose that God intended for him to live out. I talked about in one of my videos, I talked about the year 2020. I told you that I believe that God had really put on my spirit and on my heart that 2020 is a year of clarity. It's a year of bringing things to light. It's a year of awakening. It's a year of reflection. He has our attention. And so we have to be able to start reflecting on all of the things that have happened. And I had to reflect on Boseman's passing. And I thought about the last 4 years of his life and the strength that it took for him to go in and day out for these roles, knowing what his diagnosis was. And for that, I say this. We know as Christians that the enemy seeks to and fro. He's constantly seeking what he can kill, steal, or destroy. He already knows the end. And so he wants to take as many of us as he can. He wants to discourage as many of us. He wants to take our purpose. That's what he's trying to do. So we won't touch the lives that we're supposed to touch. His job is to come and discourage us, to get us frustrated. His job is to come in here and divide us. I think that Chadwick's life should be a testament to all of us, that regardless of what we see, regardless of what happens, we have to continue to push forward. If he had thrown in the towel in 2016, think about the lives he would have never touched. Think about if Black Panther had never hit that blockbuster screen. We are living in a time where change really has to take place. There's a lot of divisiveness going on. That is usually when the enemy is at work to take us off focus. I think as I sit here on my porch, I think about the frustration And I think about the discouragement that our ancestors felt, you know, when they were fighting for civil rights, when they continued to be beaten, when they were fighting for the right to vote, when they were fighting for the right to sit wherever they wanted to sit on a bus, when they were fighting against segregation. I think about the way they must have felt. And I think that's what gives me strength to continue to push forward. Because, guys, what we do today may not affect us in a positive manner. We may not be able to see it come to fruition, but the next generations will. So we can't allow the enemy to put that discouragement and to get us down, because I believe that's when we're even closer to the blessing. We're even closer to that breakthrough. The enemy wants us to be discouraged. He wants us to give up. I feel that our blessing is right there. Usually when the enemy is the busiest, that's usually when he wants to distract us the most, because he sees the purpose. He sees the breakthrough. He sees the blessing. We're not going to allow him to stop us from getting our blessing. There's work to be done. We have an election in 65 more days. We have to continue to fight for making this country better, making this world better, making our lives better. So everything that we do today has everything to do what tomorrow will look like. So we have to continue to press forward. So I task us all with learning from all the events that have happened, and also knowing that we wrestle not against flesh. I can only imagine what's going on in the spiritual realm. We have got to continue to fight for what's right. We have got to continue to press forward, because there are future generations that are depending upon what we do today. We have lives to change. We have a world to change. We have a country to change. That's all I have for today. I'll see you all on next Sunday. Take care.